On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
For Jacksonville.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Still 9 remaining on second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his pass incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Love from the gun. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 30.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
For the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. But no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 77 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Complete to number 7. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come on. Mike 51, Mike 51.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw his car. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mike 51. Here we go. Watch the pass.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Second down, Love to Thompson on the screen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Williams trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Love now on 2nd down. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
57, Mike 57. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Squish, double. 57 to Mike. 93. 57 to Mike. It's our time.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Carr will try it again on second down. He's letting this one go. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Kick is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Kickoff for Houston.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a second down throw for Love here. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Set them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Love. Got his man. It's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Texans 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the tackle.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now this time, Carl throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Getting Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Mike 51. Express. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
From the gun, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Jacksonville.
D.D. Westbrook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Jaguars 21, Texans 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Carr to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 637. Express. 51 the mic, boy. 51. What's the curl? Express.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Final play of the half. Love looking long for Westbrook. And some room to maneuver. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of...
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Hines. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
It's a gain of 5.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 29.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Jaguars 28, Texans 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Pollard's the ball carrier.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
50-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's good.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Carr now on 1st down. Screenplay, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Carr. It's complete to Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
The score, Jaguars 28, Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Love. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
Love's pass.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
1st down, Jaguars.
On 1st down. It's Hines down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Texans 21. Josh Lambo to kick off 4.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st down, Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Texans 21. Josh Lambo to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
50-yard line.
Here we go. Flight 51. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Bring it.
From midfield, here's Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Pickup. It's second.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike 51.
Now Carr again. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's third down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 49. Texans 21. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Cobb. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
What now? 180? You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Mike 51. Let's get the ball.
Carr going to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Express. 29. 51. Express. Mike 51. Mike 51. Express.
To throw again. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Still's the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Express. Double dog. That's the way. Express. 51, Mike 51. All day, every day, any day. Get down. Here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing again. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. I'll get him. Red, cycle. Hey, check Mike 11. Check. Hey, red. I got you. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Following the interception, Love. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 2nd and 8 coming up. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Jacksonville.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
2nd and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's got Fuller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Here we go. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Yellow, blue.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and